Okay, so anyway, ito yung summary. Use maximin minimax, dagdagan ko, or principle of dominance. If no saddle point, then it is a mixed strategy problem. Nabanggit ko na yan. Then use principle of dominance to reduce game matrix into the strategies to be used by both players. So in which case, ginamit natin yung principle of dominance naging 2 by 2. Okay? So number 3, use analytical method, yung ginawa natin sa taas, to solve for the proportion of time each strategy is used if it is a 2 by 2 game matrix. So far, 1, 2, and 3 class, clear ba tayo? Yan yung ginawa natin sa taas.
Yes po.
Okay? So Joanna, yung question mo, use LP model to solve proportion of time each strategy is used if more than 2 by 2 matrix. So pag 3 by 3 and up, you use LP model. And then, finally, pag na-solve nyo na yung proportion, the last step is to solve for the expected value of the game. Okay? So, I will now erase this. So, yan yung summary, no? And then, I will go to introduce yung model para sa, yung general model para sa LP. Okay. So, I will go here now. Lalakihan ko na to. Okay, nagawa na natin yan. Gawa na natin to. Okay. So, let me just focus on this one muna. Okay. So, oops. All right. So, for a general LP model, actually is a nonlinear programming model. Okay? So, na-define ko na kanina to. Xi is the proportion of time player A. This is row player A plays strategy I. This is NLP model number 1. Okay? Itong Xi. Ito namang YJ is NLP model number 2. Take note that you have a nonlinear programming model for the row player and a nonlinear programming model for the column player. Wherein these two, okay, I'll put column player lang dito wherein these two, di ba sa IE-OPER 1 nyo, tatlong elements, components ang isang programming model, di ba? The first one is your decision variable. So Xi is your decision variable for your NLP model number 1, and Yj is your decision variable for your NLP model number 2. Okay? Next, objective function, di ba? So first, you need to have decision variable. Next, you have to have your objective function. Okay? So this is now your objective function. So kapag objective function for NLP model number 1. Okay, mapapansin ninyo, NLP model number 1 is the row player. The row player, the perspective is always profit. Okay, so pag profit, ang approach natin is always max-min. Okay, so this is nothing but maximin. Okay, so let me go to the next slide. Okay, the next slide. So the next slide, this is objective function for NLP model number 2. That is for the column player B. So yan yung objective function. Since column player yan, cost ang perspective. So ang approach will be mini-max. Okay? So, ibig sabihin, when we formulate the model, it is still based on maximin for the row player and minimax for the column player. Okay? So now, if we are able to find, take note ha, mayroon na tayong decision variable from the previous slide at mayroon na tayong objective function. Ang kulang na lang natin is constraint. Okay? So ang constraint para sa NLP model number 1, subject 2, okay? Anong constraint natin? Same, di ba? Summation of xi should be equal to 1 from I equals 1 up to m. Okay? So this is your constraint for NLP model number 1. For NLP model number 2, your constraint after the objective function will be summation of yj, lahat ng proportions na masosolve mo, okay, should be equal to 1 from j equals 1 up to n. Okay? So, yan ngayon yung constraint mo for NLP model number 2. Okay? And then, for the previous one, this is your constraint for NLP model number 1. Okay? So now, class, meron ka ng model, di ba? May dalawang NLP models ka. May decision variable, may objective function, maximin or minimax, at meron kang constraint, summation of proportion should be equal to 1. Now, pag sinolve mo yan, yung NLP model na yan, assuming masolve mo, no? Pag sinolve mo yan, may lalabas na optimal values ng xi, yung mga decision variables mo, di ba? We call it xi star and yj star. Okay? So, ito yung optimal values for NLP model number 1. Ito naman yung optimal values for NLP model number 2. Okay? Pag na-solve natin yung xi star and yj star, yung optimal solution for both players, then the optimal expected value of the game will now be given by this formula. V is equal to the double summation of Bij xi yj. I will show this to you next meeting through an example so that you will appreciate what this formula is all about. Okay? But for now, may iniisip lang ako. You can actually try this dun sa example natin kanina. You can try that formula. Okay? Pero I will show this to you next meeting. So parang for this meeting, ang diniscuss ko pa lang sa inyo is if you have a mixed strategy problem, you can actually formulate 2 nonlinear programming models for each of the player. One each. One programming model for each player. And then meron kang decision variable x and y for each player. Tapos meron kang maximin dito, minimax dito as your objective for each of the models. And then meron kang constraint dito na summation of xi equals 1 for the first model and summation of y equals 1 for the second model. And then if you solve it, you have, once you get the optimal values for each model, x and y, you now have to solve for the value of the game using this formula. Okay? So, problem is, you cannot solve a nonlinear programming model using the software available to you. Okay? Therefore, you have to linearize this model and convert it to a linear programming model. You have to review, class, yung IEO per 1 ninyo, tinuruan kayo ni Mr. Cruz, Miss T, Miss San Juan, or Miss Raiko. Sino teacher nyo? Sino teacher nyo, class? IEO per 1.
Sir Cruz po sa amin.
Okay lang na makalimutan nyo na yung IEO per 1, what it is about. Huwag nyo lang kalimutan yung teacher nyo.
Miss G po pala.
Miss, ano?
Miss Giselle po, IEO per 1.
Okay, Miss Giselle. Okay, Miss Giselle, IEO per 1. How about the rest?
Miss Raiko po, sir.
Raiko.
Miss Raiko, Miss Giselle. Meron bang Mr. Cruz or Miss San Juan or Miss Charlie C? Okay, anyway, wala. Mukhang wala. Okay? So, kailangan nyo i-review yung linearizing ng mga nonlinear objective functions. Yung mga may max-min or min-max function, I think may examples kayo doon kung paano mag-linearize ng mga may maximize z equals to the minimum of this. Minimize z is equal to the maximum of this. I-review nyo yun kasi next meeting, pag-uusapan natin yon. Okay? So, ang hindi na lang natin na-discuss is ano ba tong mga to? Actually, itong mga to, okay, yung mga nakalagay dito, ito na lang, mas malinis. Ito, yan. Okay. Focus ha. Last na to. Yan. Kinukuha natin yung minimum niyan. Ito yun. Ito yung ginawa natin. Yan. Ito. Okay. Itong mga calculations na to, class, okay, mapapansin ninyo, ang ginagamit nating formula, okay, tingnan nyo itong formula ha. Di ba, V, yung V, minumultiply natin sa X. Okay, if you look here, the right side, di ba? Summation of V times X, di ba? Okay, yung X, yan yung proportion of time. Ito yon, class. Ito yung X. Ito yung V. Okay? Tapos summation. So, ito yon, summation. Kaya ina-add natin. Kasi nga, kailangan natin malaman kapag ang union ay ginagamit niya ay strategy 1, okay, and 3, okay, 1 and 3, then ito yung payoff niya, ito yung VIJ niya kapag strategy 1, ito yung VIJ niya kapag strategy 3. Okay, pero kailangan natin malaman kung anong strategy si company. So fix si company, naka-fix siya sa strategy 2. Okay? Kaya if you look at the right side, makikita natin, lalakihan ko to. Okay? Makikita ninyo yung VI1, okay? Yung subscript na J or yung 1, fixed yan kasi dapat alam ninyo kung ano yung strategy na gagamitin ng other player. Naka-fix yon. Kaya ito yon, okay? Naka-fix siya. Okay? Tapos mako-compute mo naman uli yung expected value or yung objective function kapag naka-fix naman sa strategy 3 si company. Ito naman yon. Kaya naka-fix naman sa strategy 2 ito. Okay? Kasi this is a generic model. So VI1 if the company uses the first strategy. VI2 if the company uses the second strategy. And then yung huli, ito, VIM, okay, VIN if the company uses the nth strategy. Okay? Again, bakit summation of V times X? Kasi kinukuha natin yung value multiplied by the proportion of the time na gagamitin ng isang player yung strategy na yon. Plus, kaya summation, plus yung value of the game, okay, times the proportion uli nung isa pang strategy. Kaya ang ginagawa natin sa maximin, kino-compute natin lahat ito. So basically, ang bawat summation na nakikita nyo dito, no, bawat isang summation is isang ganito. Isang expected value. Yan. Okay? Bawat isang summation, this is summation of VI1 XI. Okay? Ito naman, this is summation of VI2 XI. Okay? So, yan yung nakikita nyo dyan sa maximin or minimax. Kino-compute natin yung bawat summation. So, sa baba, itong sa company, ito naman, if I go to the next page, okay, anyway, ito yung summation of V1J YJ. Okay? Ito naman, yung summation of V2J YJ. Okay? So, yan lang yon. Okay? Yan lang yung mga computations na yon. So, next meeting, babalikan natin. We will go and proceed 2, alam na natin itong linear programming model. Tapos na tayo dyan, tapos na to, tapos na yan, tapos na to. Ito na. Okay, we will start with this slide. Okay, next meeting. Any questions? Okay, since nandiyan ba kayo eh? Oh, gusto niyo
Ano pa
mapakita
naman
ko sa
po,
inyo?
sir?
Oh, gusto niyo mapakita ko sa inyo to. Okay? Yung V, optimum V, di ba? Sabi natin, double summation of Vij, Xi star, and Yj star. Okay? So, gamitin niyo ngayon yung ano nyo, yung solution nyo. Gamitin niyo yung solution nyo. Ano yung solution nyo? Kanina. 0.85 tsaka 0.15, di ba?
Yes po.
Okay. So, kung gusto niyo pa magstay, okay lang. Kung mga gusto umalis, pwede na umalis. Ang extra na lang ito. So, itong formula na to, which you saw, plus, anong slide number to? Itong solution of m by n games na more than 2 by 2. Wala kayong PowerPoint. Sige, di bali na. Ito, papakita ko lang sa inyo sana to. Ito, di ba? Double summation Bij Xiyj. So, di ba dalawang strategy lang naman yung ginagamit ng bawat player doon sa previous example natin, di ba? So, yung I is yung union, yung J is yung company. So, ang possible combinations would be this. Okay? Okay. Si union, pag ginamit niyo yung strategy 1, tapos si company, pwede niyang gamitin si strategy 2, kaya B12. Okay? Mumultiply mo ngayon yung X1 tsaka Y2. Laging susundin mo yung value, yung matrix, di ba? B12, so ibig sabihin, strategy 1 si union, strategy 2 si company, kaya X1 times Y2. So lahat ng combinations, i-exhaust natin. Next, value ng game if union uses strategy 1 and company uses strategy 3 naman. In which case, kailangan ko yung proportion ng time that union uses strategy 1 and proportion ng time that company uses strategy 3. Okay? So if I expand this formula, ito lalabas. So ginamit ko na yung strategy 1 para kay union, di ba? Tapos si company 2 and 3. Ngayon, pwede si union strategy 3 din, tama, class? Union can do strategy 3 and company can do strategy 2. In which case, X3 times Y2. Tapos, union can do strategy 3, company can do strategy 3, in which case, X3, Y3. So, ang ginagawa mo sa formula na to, to get B star, is to account for all possible combinations of union and company strategies and then multiply them by the value from the game matrix. Class, dictate nyo nga sa akin kung may tao. May tao pa ba? Wait. Meron pang 16. Sige, pakidictate nga. Ano yung V12 from the matrix?
1.5.
1.5.
1.5. May matrix ako dito eh. Ito yun, di ba? Okay, 1.5. Ano yung X1? 85, di ba? 0.85. Tapos yung X2, Y2, yung company takes 0.35, tama?
Yes, sir.
The proportion of the time company uses 2 is 0.35. So, plus B13 is 1.2 times X1 ulit, 0.85, pero Y3 na ngayon is 0.65. Do you follow, class? Kukunin nyo lang yan. Ito yung mga yung mga optimal na nasolve natin kanina. X1, X3, Y2, Y3. Yan yung mga nasolve natin kanina. Plus V3, then 2. B3 and 2 is 0.2 times X3, ano uli yung X3? 0.15. Tapos Y2 is 0.35. And then finally, you have 1.9, yung 3 times X3 ulit, 0.15 times 0.65. Tama. Solve. Pinahirapan lang natin, di ba? Kanina, nakuha na natin kanina yung value ng game eh. Ito na yun eh, di ba? This is the value of the game. By just substituting the values here, di ba? Nakuha na natin, sinubstitute lang natin. Ano? Anyone?
Sir, 1.305.
Sinod mo?
Yes, sir.
Okay, di ba? So, yung formula na yon is the same as substituting it doon sa kanina. Okay, kaya pareho lang yung sagot na lalabas. Okay, so it's 1.305. Sige. So, just look at your canvas na lang kung may assignment akong ibibigay for next meeting. But for next meeting, ang pag-uusapan natin is yung linearizing the nonlinear models that I have discussed kanina. Okay, so therefore this one is 1.305.